proud of myself today.
I'm so proud of myself. You know why?
All right, y'all. Now today, we're right back into it. We're right back into the madness. Now, I do not know how this one's going to be. I don't know if it's a carbon copy of the first Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, or if it's its own entity. But I'm going to find out. But I have to say, I love the first one. The first one was great. You know, each of them, each of the kids had their own individual character flaw that ultimately led to their demise in a unique way. So that was kind of great. Hopefully they take that aspect and integrate it into this movie. And please, another thing they need. I'm just saying the things from the first movie that need to carry over that I really enjoyed. I can't talk with these things in, guy. I try to keep them in so I can keep a great smile. But man, I can't talk with them in. I'll be slurring but one more thing they need. We need the songs of morality from the Oompa Loompas. Those songs were great. You know, it took me to like the second song to realize that they were about morals of each child and why the child ended up into that situation. And you got to think they each went out in a way like Augustus. Let me explain. Like Augustus, he went out in his glutinous way, over indulging. And look where it got you. In a tube. Now you shot out the tube, you know, like boo-boo when we go doo-doo, you know? Horrible analogy, but you get what I'm saying. Violet went out chewing gum. Always want to chew stale gum all day. Veruca went out Veruca, how do you say her name? Veruca. And I heard that was, let me check that out. I know this is the long intro, guys, but hey, man, I got to explain myself. One of the comments said Veruca was British for wart. So if so, we have the antidote, guys. Charlie and the teacher was mixing up. That's funny stuff to say. Charlie and the teacher was mixing up wart remover in the class. Don't forget that, the experiment they were doing. So if they have the wart remover, we can get rid of Veruca. Veruca is British for, let's see. Yeah, that's crazy. It's a British term. Veruca is a term for a wart. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's almost too good to be true. I didn't know that the first movie. So, hey, now I know this movie. I don't know if they're going to bring Veruca back or Augustus back. Great characters. Joel, just wonderful characters. I wish they could use these characters again. I understand that the movie's years older and they can't use those characters. But, man, they should have made two while those characters, you know, great characters. Charlie was a great guy. You know, hard finding a kid to act that well as Charlie did. But sorry for the long intro, guys. Let's get into Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and see what this one gives us. You're on YouTube. Like and subscribe to the channel. Please. It helps. Like the video. That helps a lot. You know, get us into the algorithm. I'm trying to get back into this algorithm over here on YouTube. I know I've been slacking a lot for the past few months, but I'm back, guys, for action. Distractions are gone. Women. But yeah, let's get into Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Did I say anything to my Patreon members? If I didn't, guys, I apologize. Shouts out to y'all. I love you guys. But let's get into it. Let's go. Oh, crap. I didn't know this was a Tim Burton film. We've seen a few Tim Burtons. The OG Batmans were Tim Burton, I believe. Beetlejuice. Mars Attack. I think Mars Attack was Tim Burton as well. I don't like that fan idea, blowing off the chocolate, because I know how dust collect in fans. But we are talking about the Wonka factory. We know how he is. He's very meticulous about germs. He don't play. This is the most delicately handled chocolate I ever seen. I see why. Golden tickets going out, baby. The world is about to go mad. Get them Wonka bars to you like Amazon, baby.
This is a story of an ordinary little boy named Charlie. His family was not rich or powerful. They barely had enough to eat.
Gosh, the house infrastructure looks bad.
Evening, Buckets.
Evening.
Hi, Dad.
Everybody's bedridden. Okay, so they're gonna take the concept from the original.
Nothing goes better with cabbage than cabbage.
I found something I think you'll like.
Charlie's father worked in the local toothpaste factory, and the pay was terrible. Yet occasionally, there were unexpected surprises.
Okay, Charlie's father's a new addition.
It's exactly what I need.
What piece was it?
A head for Willy Wonka.
He built his own Wonka factory.
I used to work for him, you know.
You did.
I did.
I love grapes.
I was a much younger man in those days. We need more Wonka bars, and we're out of chocolate birds.
We'll need to make some more. Open.
Did you know he invented a new way of making chocolate ice cream? You can even leave it lying in the sun on a hot day, and it won't go runny.
I don't trust that. How's it gonna act in my stomach?
He decided to build a proper chocolate factory.
Grandpa, don't make it grow.
Charlie said TMI.
Prince Pondicherry wrote a letter to Mr. Wonka and asked him to come all the way out to India and build him a colossal palace entirely out of chocolate.
She's still thinking about grapes.
And everything will be made of either dark or light chocolate.
It is perfect in every way.
You better start eating right now.
I will not eat my palace. I intend to live in it.
Some people are just too rich.
There came a very hot day with a boiling sun.
It will put a bendy on his head. Your palace coming down, brother. Go grab a cup. Get you a chocolate shake. Okay, this might be more like a chocolate puree.
All the other chocolate makers, you see, had grown jealous of Mr. Wonka. They began sending in spies to steal his secret recipes.
The espionage begins. Somebody needs a dentist.
Prodnose came out with a chewing gum that never lost its flavor. Blugworth began making candy balloons that you could blow up to incredible sizes. Mr. Wonka told every single one of his workers to go home.
I'm closing my chocolate factory.
Things the man has to go through to keep his sacred ideas to himself. The world is a wild place. They'll steal them and go monetize them.
The factory did close, Charlie.
And it seemed like it was going to be closed forever. One day, we saw smoke rising from the chimneys.
Did you get your job back?
No one did.
But there must be people working there.
Have you ever seen a single person going into that factory or coming out of it?
No. But then, who's running the machines?
Nobody knows, Charlie.
I know. The Oompa Loompas. Just because I seen the last one.
The only thing that comes out of that place is the candy. I'd give anything in the world just to go in one more time.
Well, you won't, because you can't. This little factory of yours, Charlie, is as close as any of us has ever been.
It's time we let your grandparents get some sleep.
They cleaned their bowls. The cabbage water must be good.
Nothing's impossible, Charlie.
That's what he needed to hear right there.
Good night.
This doesn't look safe, but these are the conditions they have to live in. Gosh, the roof is open.
The impossible had already been set in motion.
I mean, that could be cool on a sunny day, but when it's snowing, hey, can we shut the roof tonight?
Dear people of the world, I've decided to allow 5 children to visit my factory. One of these children shall receive a special prize.
5 golden tickets have been hidden underneath the ordinary wrapping paper of 5 ordinary Wonka bars in any street, in any town, in any country.
They're about to bombard her. They stripped over Wonka. Wonka dress.
Something, Charlie, to open a bar of candy and find a golden ticket inside.
You have as much chance as anybody does. Kids are going to find the golden tickets are the ones who can afford to buy candy bars every day. He doesn't have a chance.
Be more positive, dude.
Kid who finds the first ticket will be fat, fat, fat.
Okay, he might be on to something.
I taste something that is not chocolate. Peanut butter or nougat. I find the golden ticket.
Took a bite out of the golden ticket.
We knew Augustus would find the golden ticket. He ate so many candy bars a day that it was not possible for him not to find one.
Mom, that's not good.
Now that they found one, things will really get crazy.
As things trickle down, the madness just get madder and madder.
Can you spell that for us?
Okay, so they're using the same name, Veruca. Just the little wart.
As soon as my little Veruca told me she had to have one of these golden tickets. I'm in the nut business, you say to my workers.
From now on, you can stop shelling peanuts and start shelling the wrappers off these chocolates.
I like the older dad a tad better. No shade on this guy. I just met him.
3 days went by and we had no luck.
I want my golden ticket.
I vowed I would keep up the search until I could give her what she wanted. I found her a ticket.
You found her a ticket, huh? Gosh, you got an eagle eye. She had the right idea. I would have pocketed that ticket too. I'm out of here.
I want another pony.
You just got a golden ticket. Everybody wants these things in the world. Now you want another pony? You little wart.
That man spoils his daughter, and no good ever comes from spoiling a child.
Charlie, your mum and I thought maybe you want to open your birthday present.
You are.
Let's go, Charlie. The anticipation of opening these bars, man, be having me anxious.
Altogether, we're 381 years old. We don't wait.
Altogether, we're 381 years old. It's a lot of knowledge in that bed.
Whatever happens, you'll still have the candy.
My hopes were high. Even though I seen the first movie, my hopes were still high at that moment.
We'll share it.
Oh, no, Charlie.
It's my candy bar, and I'll do what I want with it.
It's my candy bar, and I do what I want with it. That's the wrong song. I share if I want to, care if I want to. Charlie's a giver.
Third ticket was found by Miss Violet Beauregard.
Oh, Violet, a black belt in this one. I was just about to ask about the go. That's crazy. She beat me to it.
I'm a gumshoe. When I heard about these ticket things, I laid off the gum. Switched to candy bars. This piece of gum I'm chewing right at this moment, I've been working on for 3 months solid. That's a record. Of course.
No, that's crazy.
So it says that one kid's gonna get this special prize. I don't care who those other 4 are. That kid, it's gonna be me.
What a beastly girl.
Impeccable.
You don't know what we're talking about.
Dragonflies?
She be gone.
Has been found by a boy called Mike TV.
Mike TV still here too. Okay, I like that they used all the old names. They're legendary.
Tracking manufacturing dates, offset by weather.
Most of the time, I don't know what he's talking about.
Die! Die! Die!
Die! Die! my God. You gotta give him a break from that game.
I only had to buy one candy bar.
And how did it taste?
I hate chocolate.
It's a good thing you're going to a chocolate factory, you ungrateful little butt.
Oh, hey. He letting him have it.
That question is...
Dad,
Yes, Charlie.
where are you at work?
Toothpaste factory thought they'd give me a bit of time off.
Summer vacation.
Something like that.
Dad, you don't need time off. We need money around here.
It wasn't like a vacation at all.
Oh, no, they went Robo.
The factory had decided to modernize, eliminating Mr. Bucket's job.
They use the word like modernize to try to make it seem, less lethal. You're taking a man's job with a machine, dude. That man has a family. The machine doesn't.
My secret hoard.
Are you sure you want to spend your money on that, Grandpa?
Of course, I'm sure. Bring it straight back, and we'll open it together.
Let's go, Charlie. God, jeez, the door opens up from the side. I don't even know how do you explain this?
Grandpa.
You thirsty? Which end should we open first?
Just do it quick, like a band-aid.
Charlie, if I know Charlie from the last movie, his luck will turn. We're not gonna have to go through this for long.
Good boy. Come on, George. Good boy.
Is this the little guy from Bates Motel? It has to be. I watched every one of those episodes. Bates Motel is a great show. This is him at a younger age. Oh, he found big money. Last Charlie found a quarter. He found 10 buckaroos.
1 Wonka Whipple Scrumptious Fudge Mellow Delight, please.
The nerve of some people.
Forging a ticket, come on.
Close it up, Charlie.
You found Wonka's last golden ticket.
I can see that. I'm holding it.
I'll buy it from you. I'll give you $50 and a new bicycle.
You want to sell me your ticket for $500, young man?
Charlie, dip out.
Take it straight home. You understand?
I like him.
Thank you.
Charlie, put the golden ticket in your pocket. We're waving that thing around in the public.
Yippee!
Oh no, he hopped up dancing. The other Joe took a little bit. This dude hopped straight up.
I shake you warmly by the hand. For now, I do invite you to come to my factory.
Showing you everything there is to see.
Afterwards, with all the chocolate you could ever eat.
And here are your instructions. Come to the factory gates at 10 a.m. sharp.
He got the TV behind him rocking out.
Glenn, Willy Wonka.
Then there's not a moment to lose, Charlie. Wash your face, comb your hair.
No, we must all try and keep very calm. Who is going with Charlie?
I'll take him. You leave it to me.
How about you, dear?
Nobody's asking Joe how he sprung out the bed.
Grandpa Joe seems to know more about it than we do.
We're not going.
Charlie, what?
The woman offered me $500 for the ticket. We need the money more than we need the chocolate.
Oh, man, you gotta love Charlie. He's advanced. He's beyond his years.
There's plenty of money out there. This ticket, there's only 5 of them in the whole world. Only a dummy would give this up for something as common as money. Get that mud off your pants. We've got a factory to go to.
I like that. I like that. Money is very common. Sometimes you forget how money is. It's only important for paying bills. Other than that, it's really not too important. Gotta focus on family and relationships.
Daddy, I want to go in.
It's 9:59, sweetheart.
Make time go faster.
Really? Mom, you could at least have to slow him down. Y'all going into the factory. At least you make him wait. His comb over is vicious.
Please enter. Come forward. Close the gate.
I feel a little jealous, Wonka.
Well,
Okay, Wonka, this is scary.
So much generosity.
I don't know why dolls scare me.
Willy Wonka, the best darn guy who ever lived.
Willy Wonka!
I was worried he was getting a little dodgy in the middle part, but then that finale, wow!
Johnny go smoke this roll.
He's Willy Wonka.
It's the glasses, Willie.
Good morning, Starshine. The Earth says hello.
Hey, Earth.
Welcome to the factory. I shake you warmly by the hand.
Shouldn't you be up there?
I couldn't very well watch the show from up there, now could I, little girl?
I used to work here.
Were you one of those despicable spies who every day tried to steal my life's work?
No, sir.
Let's get a move on, kids. Come quickly. Far too much to see.
Sure is toasty in here.
Because my workers are used to an extremely hot climate. They just can't stand the cold.
Mr. Wonka, I'm Violet Beauregard.
He looking like, don't touch me.
I don't care.
I don't like germs.
I'm Veruca Salt. It's very nice to meet you, sir.
Veruca was a type of wart you got on the bottom of your foot.
I love your chocolate.
I
can
tell.
see that.
Yeah.
I never expected to have so much in common. You're the little devil who cracked the system. Well, you're just lucky to be here, aren't you? And the rest of you must be there.
Can't even say parents.
Parents.
Yeah. Mom's and dad. Dad? Papa?
Wonka has daddy issues.
Okay, then. Let's move along.
The parents are looking like, let's get our children and get out of here.
Is it just me, or does Wonka seem a few quarters short of a buck?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't speak American.
Let's be friends. Best friends.
The instant shade afterwards, like, she's going down.
Important room, this. After all, it is a chocolate factory.
This door made for Stuart Little. Okay, this is beautiful. This is even better than the first one. Of course, they have more resources. I can't wait to see what this chocolate river ride is like.
Waterfall is most important. Mixes the chocolate. No other factory in the world mixes its chocolate by waterfall.
I probably can guarantee that. I'm pretty sure they don't even use that method in today's chocolate factory.
And you like my meadow? Try some of my grass. Everything in this room is eatable. Even I'm eatable. But that is called cannibalism and is in fact frowned upon in most societies.
He's teaching the kids cannibalism. We're supposed to be here for chocolate, dude. Yeah, Wonka might be a few euros off.
Please.
He said enjoy. No, start a new piece.
Because then I wouldn't be a champion.
Eve bit the apple. Augustus just overdoing it at an extreme level.
What is it?
Are they real people?
Of course they're real people. They're Oompa Loompas.
Doop-a-dee-doo. I can't wait to hear the Oompa Loompa songs. Crap, I haven't heard a song in this movie.
I teach high school geography.
Well, then you'll know all about it and oh, what a terrible country it is. The whole place is nothing but thick jungles infested by the most dangerous beasts in the entire world. Hornswogglers and snozwangers and those terrible wangdingles.
Wangdingles. That's an interesting one.
I went to Loompa Land looking for exotic new flavors for candy.
Oh!
They lived in tree houses to escape from the fierce creatures who lived below. The Oompa Loompas ate nothing but green caterpillars. The Oompa Loompas kept looking for other things to mash up with the caterpillars to make them taste better. All of them beastly.
I'll pass. You got any salt and pepper? Oh, maybe bread? Slice of bread with it? He looking like, yeah, good, ain't it?
Food they longed for the most was the coca bean. The coca bean happens to be the thing from which chocolate is made. I feel I must warn you, though, they are rather mischievous, always making jokes.
See you later, Augustus.
He'll drown! He can't swim! Save him!
It's insane to be that close to a river and you can't swim. No way Augustus fits into this pipe. I was wrong.
It's a wonder how that pipe is big enough.
Yeah, Mom.
He's slowing down.
He's blocked the whole pipe.
The Oompa Loompas.
Here we go, some music.
Back off, you little freaks.
Hey, TV!
What are they doing?
Well, I believe they're going to treat us to a little song.
I'm listening, Oompa. I'm listening.
Augustus Gloop, a great evening complete. Augustus Gloop will not be hard.
They don't look impressed at all. This is the worst audience ever.
He will be altered quite a bit.
Augustus looking like, let me out of here. I can't breathe. Okay, I like the song. I like that song. The Oompas be going crazy.
Oh, John, aren't they delightful?
I do say that all seemed rather rehearsed.
But they knew it was gonna happen.
Know what? I never thought about that in the last movie.
That pipe lead directly to the room where I make the most delicious kind of strawberry-flavored chocolate.
They'll be selling him by the pound all over the world.
The taste would be terrible. Can you imagine Augustus-flavored chocolate-coated gloop? No one would buy it.
That's his Oompa Loompa whistle.
I want you to take Mrs. Gloop up to the fudge room, okay?
Why would Augustus's name already be in the Oompa Loompa song?
Improvisation, anyone can do it. You, little girl.
Chewing gum.
Chewing gum is really gross. Chewing gum I hate the most. Exactly the same. On with the tour?
I don't know why I never thought of that. Those songs were rehearsed with their names in it, so all of that stuff was planned.
Of course they're joking. That boy will be fine.
Their grandpa like, shoot. Here we go. I was waiting on this. The last boat was nicer. It's like it looked like a boat. This looked like we're about to go somewhere into the fire pit.
Do you guys know that chocolate contains a property that triggers the release of endorphins? Gives one the feeling of being in love.
You don't say.
She had too much.
Onward!
I feel like the Oompas were laughing at him because they're like, you guys don't even know what's about to happen.
Try some of this, it'll do you good. You look starved to death.
Hey, Wonka.
It's great.
The waterfall is most important. Mixes the chocolate. No other factory in the world.
You already said that.
Yeah, you said that.
You're all quite short, aren't you?
We're children.
No excuse, I was never as short as you because I distinctly remember putting a hat on top of my head. Look at your short little arms. You could never reach.
He throwing shade at
What
me.
it was like being a kid.
Oh boy, do I. Do I?
In fact,
Doesn't look like it.
hadn't thought about his childhood for years.
Trick or treat!
And who's that under the sheet? Little Willy Wonka.
Willie had a football helmet on. It's crazy how braces advanced over the years.
Let's see what the damage is this year. They'd get stuck in your braces, wouldn't they? What we called cavities on a stick. Chocolate. Some children are allergic to chocolate.
Maybe I'm not.
But why take a chance?
He threw all his Halloween candy in the fire. It probably smells great in there. I don't know how the burnt candy smell. I know I had the wrapper on it, so it might not smell too good.
No knowing where they're going.
cream.
What do you use hair cream for?
To lock in moisture.
Hey!
Whipped cream.
Whipped cream.
Precisely.
Whipped cream.
Whipped cream isn't whipped cream at all unless it's been whipped with whips.
I'm not supporting whipped cream anymore. I'm sorry. That's not funny. The cow getting whipped is not funny. It's just... Hey, the Oompas are winning a paddle boat competition. I think that's in the Olympics now, if I'm not mistaken.
Important room in the entire factory. Everyone enjoy yourselves.
Hey, Mr. Wonka, what's this?
These are everlasting gobstoppers. You can suck on it all year, and it'll never get any smaller.
It's like gum.
If you tried chewing one of these gobstoppers, you'd break all your little teeth off.
How do you fit a gobstopper that big in your mouth? You'll be sucking on something humongous.
One of these little boogers, and in exactly half an hour, a brand new crop of hair will start growing out all over the top of your little noggin. And a beard.
Who wants a beard?
Give it to me.
Well,
I want a beard.
All those hip, jazzy, super cool, neat, keen, and groovy cats. Can you dig what I'm laying down? I knew that you could slide me some skin. So, brother.
Wonka, give me some skins, brother.
Mixture isn't quite right yet, because an Oompa Loompa tried some yesterday. How are you today? You look great.
Shave all of that off and put it in the hair store and get rich. I ain't gonna say that. I'm about to say black girls will be running to the store. Give me 16 inches. Violet.
You mean that's it?
Do you even know what it is? This gum is a full 3-course dinner all by itself.
Why would anyone want that?
That's a good question.
This piece of gum happens to be tomato soup, roast beef, and blueberry pie.
Sounds like my kind of gum.
Go for it, Violet.
There's still one or two things that are...
I'm not afraid of anything. Tomato soup, I can feel it running down my throat.
My little girl's gonna be the first person in the world to have a chewing gum meal.
I'm concerned about the...
Blueberry pie and ice cream.
Here we go.
Turning blue.
Oh, he was supposed to hit it with the violet. You're turning violet, Violet.
Violet? You're turning violet.
She didn't do it right.
I'm terribly sorry.
She's swelling up.
They already going crazy with the special effects on this Violet. Jeez.
I've tried it on like 20 Oompa Loompas, and each one ended up as a blueberry.
How is she supposed to compete?
You could put her in a county fair.
Here come the Oompas right on time.
Close, listen hard, chewing, 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 on and on, chewing. Those are chewing, chewing, up just like a violet. Chewing, on and on.
Hey, Wonka the only one rocking. She has to be juiced. She has to be juiced.
I want you to roll Miss Beauregard into the boat and take her along to the juicing room at once. We gotta squeeze all that juice out of her immediately. Let's boogie.
Chewing all day long.
What's the special prize and who gets it?
Best kind of prize is a surprise.
Surprise.
Can you remember the first candy you ever ate?
That was a good question.
No.
In fact, Willy Wonka did remember.
Sorry, I was having a flashback.
Yeah, we see, man.
These flashbacks happen often?
Today.
These questions are triggering him.
Ah, this is a room I know. Well, you see, Mr. Wonka, I myself am in the nut business.
He's the educator to sort his nuts. Or the squirrel system. What the?
These squirrels are specially trained to get the nuts out of shell. You see how they tap each one with their little knuckles to make sure it's not bad? Oh, look, look.
That dude cracking the nut.
Daddy, I want a squirrel. Get me one of those squirrels. All I've got at home is 1 pony and 2 dogs and 4 cats and 6 bunny rabbits. I want a squirrel. I want a trained squirrel.
Fine, Veruca. You can have what you want, honey.
Mr. Wonka, how much do you want for one of these squirrels?
They're not for sale.
I'm sorry, darling.
If you won't get me a squirrel, I'll get one.
That's a bad apple. That's a bad apple. Well, in this case, a bad nut.
Don't touch that squirrel's nuts.
Don't touch that squirrel's nuts. Veruca, don't do that. Squirrel's looking like, don't touch our nuts.
I'll have you.
Squirrel attack! They find the key. Yeah, this will take a minute. They hold it down?
There it isn't.
Daddy!
This is nuts. Pun intended.
They're testing to see if she's a bad nut. Oh my goodness. She is a bad nut after all.
She's wearing their cousins, so that pissed them off a little bit too.
Where does the chute go?
To the incinerator. We only light it on Tuesdays.
Today is Tuesday.
He looked like Mike like you talk too much.
She may be stuck in the chute. All you have to do is just reach in and pull her out.
Come down here with me, Wonka. I need your guidance. They came out so smooth.
Come down the garbage chute as she descends. Rather different this morning from a house.
Oh, no, they tossing this dead fish in there with her. He looked like he doesn't even want to go help his daughter. Come on, Dad. Your fault.
Let's keep on trucking.
Joe, hey, they made Joe a little soft in this movie. Joe was unhinged in the first one. He really ain't had no lines this movie.
And this isn't just an ordinary up and down elevator. It can go sideways, long ways, slant ways, and any other ways you can think of. And whoosh, you're off.
Forgot to tell us about the whiplash.
Oh, look! Welcome to Fudge Mountain.
What the fudge? I'm interested in how that mountain is that located in the factory. What the?
I'd rather not talk about this one.
Okay, yeah, what's going on here, dude? Hey, look the other way. I don't think Mary will like that too much.
Ah, the administration office. Hello, Doris.
Doris looked like all the other. Okay, no, this will be where I'll be at right here.
Why is everything here completely pointless? Candy doesn't have to have a point. It's stupid.
Candy is a waste of time.
Then I'll run away to Switzerland.
But I won't be here when you come back.
Dad, I know you want to preach tough love, but you can't let him walk out the door, dude.
Sorry, son. We're closing.
Oh, I thought he went around the world. I was about to say, dude, he going around the world pretty quick. He's probably having a hard time at the metal detectors and, you know. You can tell Wonka's childhood affected him.
Go ahead.
Television room. Of course. Wonka knew that.
This light could burn your eyeballs right out of your skulls. One day it occurred to me, hey, if television can break up a photograph into millions and millions instead of whizzing through the air, why can't I do the same thing with chalk?
Not gonna touch it. I'm not going in that direction.
Imagine grabbing Oprah through the TV. Every time they put something under the chair, you can grab something out the TV and steal somebody's stuff.
There's a difference between waves and particles. The amount of power it would take to convert energy into matter would be like 9 atomic bombs.
Mumbler! I cannot understand a single word you're saying.
TV irritates them.
Bring in the chocolate.
It's floating above us in a million little pieces.
That bar of chocolate is now rushing through the air above our heads in a million tiny little pieces.
I love how they got the Planet of the Apes plan.
Just reach out and grab it.
Holy buckets.
It'll be delicious. It's the same bar. It's just got a little smaller on the journey, that's all.
That TV will be a dream come true. That hit the market is going to sell out. All the rich people have it. I'm pretty sure it'll be overpriced.
You're sitting at home watching television, and suddenly a commercial will flash onto Wonka's chocolate. Try one for yourself. You reach out, you take it.
Crazy.
What about people?
Well, why would I want to send a person? They don't taste very good at all.
You think he's a genius, but he's an idiot. But I'm not.
Don't push my button.
Too late. Thank you very much. He rocking out.
I sure hope no part of him gets left behind.
What do you mean?
Try every channel. I'm starting to feel a little anxious.
I always think Mike TV's situation is funny to me, coming from a guy watching TV. Kind of wild.
You can no longer understand.
They're about to shank TV on TV.
Oh, thank heavens, he's completely unharmed.
Just put me back in the other way!
It's television, not telephone. It's quite a difference.
And what exactly do you propose to do?
Young men are extremely springy. They stretch like mad. Put him in the taffy puller. Boy, is he gonna be skinny. Taffy puller. Take Mr. TV and a little boy up to the taffy puller, okay? Stretch him out.
He does not want to say dad, parent, anything related to the grown-up. It triggers his PTSD of his childhood.
On with the tour. How many children are left? You mean you're the only one?
Wonka, don't act surprised.
What happened to the others? Now we mustn't dilly or dally because we have an enormous number of things to do before the day's out.
Hey, oh, heads up.
Come on. We're gonna need to go much faster, otherwise we'll just never break through.
I'm gonna say it again. Wonka got too much money.
Augustus.
He made it out. Okay, they all did make it out. We didn't get to see the other kids make it out. Violet done turned into the Exorcist. How'd the spill to be in filth and squalor? How does it feel?
I want a flying glass elevator.
The only thing you'll get in today is a bath.
But I want it!
There you go, Dad. Step up. Hey, say you want it again. Look at TV. As if the roof wasn't already ruined.
I think there's someone at the door.
This is Willy Wonka. He gave us a ride home.
I'm gonna give this little boy my entire factory. Because you see, a few months ago I was having my semi-annual haircut. I had the strangest revelation.
Imagine going to the barber getting this cut. This the Edna, matter of fact. This the Edna.
I realized in that moment, I must find a hair.
Hair. An air. Out of hair.
I invited 5 children to the factory, and the one who was the least rotten would be the winner.
If I go with you to the factory, I won't ever see my family again.
Consider that a bonus.
A bonus? Consider me
I'm not
out.
going. I wouldn't give up my family for anything.
That's weird.
How's that weird?
Unexpected.
Not everyone wants to leave their parents, Wonka, their family. A lot of other kids would have jumped at that opportunity. Leave my parents. I'm out.
Okay. Bye.
Wonka, can you at least pay for the damages? We don't have insurance, dude. Wonka, mail us a check.
Things are going to get much better.
Grandma Georgina knew exactly what she was talking about.
Gotta love Georgina's attitude.
Charlie's father got a better job at the toothpaste factory, repairing the machine that had replaced him.
Ah, that is crazy. Look how that worked. The machine replaced him. He get a better job with more pay, fixing his replacement.
Candy's always been the only thing I was ever certain of, and now I'm just not certain at all. That's just it, isn't it? I make the candy I feel like, but now I feel terrible, so the candy's terrible. You're very good.
A therapist that doesn't say a word. I think Wonka might be a slight bit of a narcissist.
It says here in the papers his new candies aren't selling very well. You ever met him?
Didn't turn out so nice. He also has a funny haircut.
I do not.
Yes, you do, brother.
What makes you feel better when you feel terrible?
My family. What do you have against my family?
The whole idea of...
Family. Say it, Wonka.
You know, they're always telling you what to do, what not to do, and it's not conducive to a creative atmosphere.
Usually they're just trying to protect you.
My father? No way.
You want me to go with you?
Yeah! I got transportation.
Hey! Hands up!
To be more careful where I park this thing.
He got an invisible, I was going to say boat mobile, but invisible elevator mobile?
I think we've got the wrong house.
He ain't aged today. Like his dad been watching his every move.
I haven't seen bicuspids like these. All these years, and you haven't flossed.
Dad, really?
Not once.
Dad want to give him a hug so bad. Dad, quit being tough.
You staying for dinner, Willie?
Yes, please.
You smell like peanuts.
You smell like old people and soap.
Anybody like to smell of old people and soap out there? Put in the comment.
In the end, Charlie Bucket won a chocolate factory. And one thing was absolutely certain.
I'm weak. That's the Wonka, Oompa Loompa narrating. But that's dope that the house was put in the factory like that. They even had salt shakers making fake snow. But, okay, guys. Let's be honest. Let's be real. Remind you. This is completely opinionated. This is my opinion. And everybody has their own feelings about this movie. But you have to think. I watched it a little bit differently than you guys. I literally just watched the last one yesterday. I watched the first one yesterday, I should say, Willy Wonka. And now I'm jumping into this one the next day, so it's still fresh on my mind. It's like literally like I just watched the last one, which is I did. But as I'm watching this, the last one, it's still fresh on my mind. The great feel I got from it, how much fun I had with it, the great songs, just everything about it. This movie, on the other hand, I feel like, this is my opinion, they almost ripped. That's what these newer movies, I'm telling you, man, that's why the older movies are great. They capture emotion. They give you happiness. They make you feel sad for characters. They make you want. It just how they control the emotions. I don't know. I just don't know how they do it in the older movies. I don't want to just put it on the actors or anything like that. It's something they were doing back then. You almost cared a lot more for the characters when you see them. The relationship. It's different. That being said, this one wasn't as good as the first one. That's just my honest opinion. Everybody say the second one's better. It's nowhere near close. I'm sorry, y'all. That first one is 10 times better than this one. No offense to Johnny Depp or any of the actors here. They did a thing. They took Joel's role completely out. That was a hit in the last movie. They made Joe soft. Ooh, Joe, what's happening? No, that's not Joe. Joe is more. I got more context from the last. It's crazy how the last movie was shorter. The last movie had a shorter runtime. Yes, it had a shorter runtime. But I felt like I got more context. And it was more songs than the last one. How is this possible? Once again, it's my opinion. I like the last one. You might like this one better, but I like the older one better. I got a better feel, a better vibe, a better everything. Gene Wilder smoked it. Johnny Depp, he might have outdid you on it, man. Like, Johnny did his thing, though. Johnny did his thing. But it's just, I don't know. That first movie was amazing. This movie was great. You know, they still went with the same concept, so I kind of knew everything that was going to happen. Maybe that took away from, you know, some of the enjoyment I was supposed to get out of this movie, because I kind of knew it was going to happen. But one thing about this movie is it gave me a different outlook. It was almost like at certain points of this movie, they were spoofing the original. Basically saying this was a flaw in the original and we're going to make it be shown in this one. Almost like the music, how the music was so choreographed and how it was planned like that in the last movie. In my mind, I never thought that Wonka had all of this planned out. He knew how each child would go. He knew each of their flaws, each of their characteristic flaws. He knew each of them, and he planned this very specifically. Had the songs written down and everything. So I didn't even think about that, you know. And they in this movie, they're like, "Yo, that seems pretty planned out." So yeah, that gave me that, and it almost and it was one more thing. I slipped my brain. Crap! It was in the middle of the movie. I said I'm gonna wait to the end to talk about it, and it slipped my freaking. I completely forgot, but just being honest, I like the original better. I don't know if that's going to get me scolded or what. I just like the original one a lot better than this one. The Oompa Loompas rocked it out and everything, but even the songs were better. Like the Candyman kind, that was no song touched that in this one. The few Oompa Loompa songs that we did have. Candyman can't outdid all these songs, and that was done in the 70s. It's crazy. Stuff really can be timeless. What's next, y'all? It's my opinion. I can say I'm crazy or what. The original's better. It is what it is, man. What's next?